This is western Wisconsin, a rural area rich in farmland and immense natural beauty. My dog Ellie and I are going to spend the next 2 days at this cabin, enjoying peace, quiet, and solitude. And before this trip is over, I'm going to accomplish something that I've been working for a long time. This is a true off-grid oasis. A tiny cabin in the woods, surrounded by a Class 1 trout stream. It has everything that we need to enjoy a couple days of fishing and relaxation. But we're bringing in some gear of our own as well. I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by our long-term partner, Anker SOLIX. They asked us to test out a new power station in a unique setting. And so that's why I brought a few of these extra luxuries along on this trip. So we'll be using this power station all weekend to run a refrigerator, watch a few episodes of The Twilight Zone, charge our camera equipment, and run our satellite internet as well. So this cabin is absolutely beautiful. It's got a nice classic look. You got the futon right here, this beautiful rug, but on the other side, you've got a nice little nook where maybe you can do some reading. And then over in the corner, we've got this beautiful propane fire stove. We're getting into stove season here. In fact, tomorrow morning, it's gonna be in the 40s. So tonight and certainly tomorrow, I think we're definitely gonna fire this thing up. The sleeping quarters are upstairs in this loft, or of course you could sleep on the futon over there, but I love a good loft in a cabin, so definitely gonna be sleeping up there. The cabin here was built by the Amish, who have a rather large presence in this part of Wisconsin. They began settling here in the mid to late 1800s, with some coming from Pennsylvania and others Ohio, seeking religious freedom and opportunities for farming and other trades. So Elk Creek here is a trout stream, and that always gets me excited because I love fishing for trout, especially in little rivers and streams. We're gonna keep fishing, but first I want to tell you a little bit about our power system here. This is the Anker SOLIX F3800 portable power station. This unit is super unique in the sense that it's not just used for off-grid adventures like what we're having, but it's also designed to be installed into your home to optimize your power system there. You can manage energy and savings with modes like self-consumption and time of use. There are times during the day where energy is pricier than others, and so this battery will store up energy during the least expensive times during the day, and then use energy from the battery during those peak hours. But on top of that, this thing will also work as a backup power supply for those times when the power gets knocked out, like during a storm. It's a plug-and-play portable power station, so it's extremely simple to get this thing up and running. As I mentioned before, this is a Class 1 trout stream, which means it's a sufficient habitat to sustain natural reproduction of wild trout. And so I'm definitely optimistic that we're going to catch something. Ellie, turn back. Ellie, you gotta turn back. Good dog. No luck. Now there are plenty more places to look for trout along this creek. But with the sun setting, I gotta get back and feed Ellie and make some dinner for myself as well. Well, the plan originally was to cook over the fire with the little tripod over there, but since the sun is already down, I'm kind of under the gun, so I think I'm going to use my propane stove. Tonight we're going to make some quesadillas, so we need cheese, tortillas, and some ground beef. It is so nice having a fridge in here. Definitely not ideal cooking in the dark here, but we gotta eat. Lord, thank you for this food and for a great first night here. Amen. Nothing quite like eating dinner out by the fire. Best show in the world. Have you guys ever watched these old Twilight Zone episodes before? They're brilliant.
The atmosphere is no longer vague. The terror isn't formless. It has a form.
All right, it is time for bed. This is just incredible. I'm having the best time. Hope you are too. But we've got a lot more coming up tomorrow. So we'll see you bright and early. Good night. Good morning, girl. Here at the cabin, water is collected through this hand pump. It's incredibly fresh and equally convenient. Good morning. It's quite chilly outside today. It's probably in the high 40s right now, which is the coolest temperatures that we've had yet this fall. I slept incredibly well up in the loft, so I'm well rested and ready for a full day of fishing and hanging out here at the cabin. Now, while we wait for our coffee, let's check on our power station here. So we're down at just under 50% battery. And that's actually not too bad considering we've been powering a TV, a refrigerator. I've got my laptop charging. I've been charging all my camera batteries, and we've been running our satellite internet this entire time. If you need more wattage and power, it's got simple plug and play with 12,000 watts when you parallel 2 units of the F3800. And compared to others on the market, the Anker SOLIX F3800 is significantly more affordable. It has 6 AC wall outlets, 5 USB ports. It does have a 12-volt car port, an RV port, and an outlet for charging an EV. And then like other Anker power stations, you can charge it back up with AC power from your wall outlet at home, or you can use solar power as well. Man, is it beautiful here. Just love the trees and the creek. It's just perfect. I tried to do a little fishing before making breakfast. I went upstream towards some rapids and then made my way back down. Still no luck. So you can see we've got eggs, turkey bacon, pico de gallo, cheese, and hot sauce. Just perfect. Good girl. You want to go jump in the creek? Come on, let's go. The water is definitely cold, but man, it's refreshing. Something about swimming in a stream that feels extra refreshing. I think it's because you know that that water is constantly moving. Good girl. Yeah. Just had a bite. Got one. Whoa! Wow! Ha ha! Check that out. That's a nice sized trout. We're gonna eat this puppy tonight. I've really been working on my fishing this summer. It's been a lot of fun, but also pretty frustrating as well. No! And if I'm being honest, I've never cleaned and filleted a fish before. And so finally, I think it's about time to give it a shot. All right, so this is what we're dealing with. I know I kind of roughed up the fillets there a little bit, but this was my first time ever gutting, filleting, cleaning out a fish, and so I think all things considered, and for me kind of winging it, I think I did a pretty okay job. We're just gonna toss some butter on top of each of the fillets, add a nice healthy bit of lemon juice in there. And then finish her off with a little bit of garlic pepper. Not too shabby. That looks fantastic, actually. Now I have to imagine there's gonna be a few bones in there, but it's the way it goes, you know. It's my first time. All right, let's give it a try. It's good. It's really good. Incredibly satisfying too. It's so cool to go out and do something that's fun, like fishing, but to come away with food, you know? Feels pretty rewarding.
Number 2, I think that you're dishonest. Number 3, why don't you say what you mean? Mister, I've done everything but phone your own undertaker. How much clearer do you want it? You were dead? Hey, start doing the story. Forget the
Well, good morning, guys. It is about time for us to pack up and get out of here. Now, if you take a look, our power station is at 0. So I think we gave this thing a thorough test. And I think it held up pretty well. We powered our refrigerator, satellite internet, a television, charged different camera batteries multiple times over, and kept our phone, tablet, and computer charged thoroughly the entire time. And so all in all, I'm pretty satisfied. But remember, the F3800 isn't just built for this type of a scenario. You can install it into your home to help optimize your power system and give you backup power when storms or anything else knocks the power out. So if you want to pick up the Anker SOLIX F3800 portable power station, you can do so by following the link in the description of this video. It's a really cool unit that can help save you money and give you power when you need it. I also wanted to announce that I'll be doing a 12-hour live stream on October 26th here on the Tiny Cabin Life YouTube channel. I thought it could be really fun to go out camping and live stream the entire day. I'm really excited for this, you guys. I've got multiple cameras that I'll be using so that it will be as immersive as possible. You'll be able to just pop in and hang out while you have the time, and then maybe leave for a bit and pop back in again. I'll also be answering tons of questions and interacting with you guys as much as possible while we're out there as well. Now, before we go, I want to thank Anker for being such a great long-term partner of this channel. I also want to give a shout out to our patrons who generously donate to what we're doing here. Thank you all so much. But I got to hit the road and head home. We'll see you guys next week. God bless.